Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Macomb High Gym. I'm RJ Larson, joined tonight by Chris Bean, and we are here live to cover Macomb High Basketball against the West Hancock Titans. Bombers entering tonight's game have a 13-7 overall record, 5-1 in conference play. They are coming off a tight defensive win last game against Camp Point Central. 48-46 was the final score in that game. And for the Bombers, Carter Fahey was the top player in that one, finishing with 20 points on the night. Ben Higgins also had a huge game, finishing in double figures with 13 points. Meanwhile, for West Hancock, it has been an absolute terrific season for them. 22-1 on the year so far this year, fifth best team in Class 2A basketball this season. Their last game was a defensive win by far against Illinois West. 47-30 was the final score in that one. Drake Hamill led the Titans with 17 points. They also had big contribution from their point guard Dooley, who finished with 13, and also the big man in the middle, 6'7" guard Lucas Dorothy. He had 8 points, 6 of those points coming in that third quarter. That really helped the Titans get out to that big 12-point lead that started the fourth. So, Chris, I'll also talk about Carter Fahey. He's going to have a big night tonight. Yeah,
first of all, I'd like to say, if you're a Macomb High basketball player, you got a chance to upset a team. They're 22-1, give them their second loss of the season. If you're not excited for this one, you shouldn't be playing in tonight's game. So look for the Bombers to be high energized tonight. I expect them to get the scrappy balls, the rebounds, and win the turnover game. And if they do that, they have a good chance of winning this game. But for like you said, Carter Fahey, they're actually honoring him tonight. He scored 1,000 points for the Bombers in his time here. So expect him to be the go-to player tonight for the Bombers.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, talk about 1,000 career points. That's something that, not a lot of college players can match, let alone a high school player. I mean, that's something that, you're doing a 4-year career. He's obviously been starting since his freshman days, so definitely a great career. And let's see if he could top it off with a big upset win here tonight, Chris.
Yeah, as a senior, you don't get this opportunity every day going against the top dog, 22-1 record here against the West Hancock team. So, this would top off his, senior or his career here at Macomb High. So look for him and also Peyton Hammond. They're the two big guys that match up well against this West Hancock team. So expect them to dominate the game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, I mean, to have this game on your home court has got to be just exciting because, every single basket, the crowd is going to be on their feet tonight, hoping for this upset from Macomb.
Yeah, and like I said again, you don't get this every day. Playing with your fans, the students, it's just once in a lifetime opportunity. Honestly, to get the team, the team you're playing against today. You don't get this every day, so I really expect the Bombers to be in a close game today, and expect a high energized game today.
Definitely, and we'll be back for the call again coming up next. Bombers, Titans. You're listening to RJ Larson and Chris Bean.
And that was the Carter Fahey introduction to this game, and like we said before, being honored tonight for scoring over 1,000 career points. As from what we heard, quite a lot of Bombers have been able to make that accomplishment, and to be a part of a history like that is nothing short of spectacular, Chris.
Yeah, that was pretty cool stuff there, RJ. I've never seen a presentation like that in high school. Yeah, it sounded like he was 9th or 10th on that list, but a great milestone for him, and he has a chance to actually pass a couple of those people with just like 100 or more points this season. So he's still going for more milestones here, RJ.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we're getting these starting lineups now, we'll give you the Titans lineup if we can get the lights back on here. Kind of a little bit dark, so I can't hear that well. I can't hear the PA announcer that well. As we are going to get the Bombers lineup again, and we would imagine Carter Fahey would be in the starting lineup.
Right. It looks like their starting lineups on the scoreboard right there.
Oh yeah, look at that. It is. I can't really see the rosters though.
Oh yeah, it's so dark in here you can't tell.
No. Let's just hope they don't play the whole game in the dark like this.
I think it'd be safe to say a lot of people would get hurt.
Yeah, it definitely is. As Carter Fahey's name was just introduced, and again, you know, for the 1,000 career points, that's something that, as a broadcaster, the first time I've seen, I missed out on one of my high school friends, Nick Klug, by a year. He just scored his 1,000 career point this year, passing Tony Romo for all-time scoring leader in Burlington High School history.
That is the Tony Romo, right, RJ?
That is the Tony Romo, former Dallas Cowboys quarterback.
Now working for CBS.
That's correct. Maybe me and him will be calling games one day.
Maybe representing Burlington, Wisconsin.
Absolutely. As we are getting the national anthem going here, so we'll take a quick moment of silence. And we are back here, and we got the lights back on, so we can tell you the starting lineups for Macomb. It's going to be Brandon Bickers, number 10, number 22, Ben Higgins, number 23, Dylan Wetterling, number 25, Carter Fahey, and number 50, John Four. And for the Titans, it's going to be number 20, Riley Langford, number 22, Peyton Doyley, number 30, Drake Hamill, I believe number 32, Colton Johnson, number 34, Logan Dorothy.
Titans won the tip.
Yep, Titans win the tip, and it's going to be taken up by Langford. Langford, a good-sized point guard for him. He's got some muscle bulk on him, as he'll have it with it, left wing. And now he'll give it up to Dooley. Dooley now over to Johnson. Johnson will take a deep three, and that's good. Colton Johnson gets it going for the Titans. Had space and took a little Steph Curry shot there and sunk it. So 7.5 left here in the first quarter. Titans strike first 3-0. As now here are the Bombers with it.
Yeah, Fahey gave him space on that. Dared him to shoot. He did. This team, they can stroke it. That's why they're 22-1.
Yeah, absolutely. As now the Bombers left wing can't quite tell a player that is. That is Fahey. He'll take it back up top in the corner. Four fought about a three, didn't take it though. And he'll get back to Fahey now. Now here are the Bombers again. Good passing around, all them being very patient. Again, it's 4 foot up top, lobs it in, it's tipped and nearly stole, but it's Higgins that will able to control it. Now Fahey, he'll take a three. That's no good out the back of the rim, and it's rebounded by Hamill.
Good box up by Hamill. Able to get good position in there, and Bombers are going to have to get a lot of offensive rebounds today to keep the possessions alive.
Nice shot fake there from Dorothy, but his pass is intercepted by Fahey. Fahey now, he'll take it up himself with it right wing. He'll give it off to his teammate, wide open three, and that's good. Ben Higgins left wide open, and Fahey gets the assist there. 6:20 left here in the first quarter. Bombers tied up at 3.
Yeah, good transition defense there by number 22, Peyton Dooley, but Fahey able to find his team in the corner to tie this ball game up.
Pass to the other side of the court, now back up to Hamill. Hamill now back to Dooley. Now Dooley with it, wide open three, he'll take it, he'll sink it.
They're 2 for 2 now beyond the arc, everyone.
Yeah, that time it was Peyton Dooley left wide open there. 5:53 left here in the first quarter. Titans take a 6-3 lead.
Everyone's not afraid to shoot on this team, I'll tell you that.
Fahey now, mid-range jumper, too hard, and it's rebounded by Hamill. Hamill now will give it off to Langford, who will slowly take it up himself. Now he'll get it off to Dooley. In the corner now, Hammond, he'll try a three. That's no good. Offensive board, though, for Langford. Langford kind of in a right place, right time moment there for that offensive board, and the Titans will reset here.
Yeah, Higgins looked like he wasn't in position, overran that rebound right there.
And now Dooley, he'll try another three, and that's good as well. Peyton Dooley, 2 for 2 from downtown to start off this one. 5:10 left here in the first quarter. Titans already up 9-3.
2 wide open threes. Bombers going to have to fix that early.
Fahey, nice bounce pass to Four, and Four cannot finish the layup with the right hand. Four had a great cut, a great find there from Higgins, but Four could not finish at the rim.
Did everything there perfect except finish, and they're going to need to obviously make those to keep in position for this three-stroking team. And number 20 there, that was
Langford.
Langford unable to connect, and they're actually 0 for 2 from that spot in that left corner.
Now here are the Bombers again. Higgins with it, down low the 4-4, had the shot sold away from him and taken away by Langford. Now Langford on the fast break, he'll get off to Johnson, and Johnson will finish in close for 2. 4:18 left here in the first quarter. Titans 11, Bombers 3. And now here's Fahey with it. Right wing guarded by Hamill. Hamill up right in there close, and now give it off to Wetterling. Wetterling now back to Fahey. Fahey on the drive, stops, he'll take a tough jump shot, and that is no good off the back of the rim, but it's offensive board there for Wetterling. He'll put it back up, and that's no good again. Rebounded by Dorothy.
Bombers are getting good position down low. Fahey unable to connect, and Furr and now Wetterling unable to get the easy layup. So tough shooting day so far for the Bombers.
Tough pass, and it's stolen away by number 23, Dylan Wetterling. He'll give it off to Higgins. Higgins to Wetterling now. Wetterling near the free throw line. He'll give it back up top to Higgins. Higgins over to Bickers. Now back in the corner, and back up top to Bickers. Now again to Fahey, right wing guarded by Hamill. Fahey on the drive, gives it off to Four. Four down low, blocked by Hamill. Nice defense there from Hamill. Now 3 in the corner, and that is good. Carter, sorry, Chris, for the cutout there, but Carter Fahey gets on the board here with 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. Bombers now trail 6-11.
His first bucket of the game, maybe that'll get him going. He had a great dish, and they were unable to connect, and they found him in the corner for the open 3.
And now Johnson, he'll take a 3. That's no good off the back of the rim, and it's rebounded by Bickers. Bickers now with it up top.
That is Higgins.
Oh, Higgins, my mistake, sorry about that. He'll give it to Fahey, back up top to Bickers. Now he'll give it off. Nice pass there. That Fahey, defensive class, but Fahey cannot finish the layup. Gets his own board, and he's able to finish on the second attempt.
Nice little sidearm pass, and great job by Fahey with sticking to it. And now they're only down by 3 with under 2:30 to go in the first.
Yeah, again, 2:16 left here in the first quarter. Titans 11, Bombers 8. Now here is Dooley with it up top. He'll give it off to Langford. Back to Dooley, right wing. Up top to Hamill. And again, it's Langford. And again, right to Dooley. Dooley on the drive, falls down, but he's able to get it off to Johnson. Nice awareness there from Dooley. Knew he was falling down and was able to get off to Langford to keep possession.
Yeah, Fahey wanted that steal there. He was a little frustrated after that play. Now an open 3.
And it's a 3 by Dooley. That's no good off the back of the rim. And it's going to be Higgins on the rebound.
I like the pace of play the Bombers are playing with early on. Other than a couple transition points by the Titans, but other than that, they look pretty solid here so far.
And now here is Higgins with it up top. He'll give it to Wetterling. Back up top to Fahey. And back to Bickers left wing. Now here are the Bombers again. Again, good passing all around, being very patient. Fahey again with it up top, guarded by Hamill. Again, kind of staying up near the 3-point line. Now a jump shot there, and that's good. That is Ben Higgins with the mid-range jumper. 1:04 left here in the first quarter. Bombers cut it to 1, 11-10 here.
A beautiful possession by the Bombers there, passing it around, and Higgins found his open spot to cut the game within 1. But a nice play by Dorothy there, a good little jumper.
And Logan Dorothy had space there, put it up and took it. 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Titans 13, Bombers 10, and now here is Wetterling. Back up top to 4. 4 now, fought about a 3, didn't take it again. Ooh, and miscommunication there by the Bombers. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Titans.
Yeah, Vickers was cutting, and now we see our first substitution of the game for the Bombers, and is that McGregor, the fighter?
I don't believe so, but we never know, I guess. We do have Xavier Campbell and Colin McGregor in there for the Bombers now.
I wonder if there's any relation there.
I mean, you never know, I guess. So now the Titans will likely just hold it for the last shot here.
Yeah, like you said, Campbell's in there. I did not see him substituting, so 2 substitutes there for the Bombers.
And again, Titans just passing around down to 6 seconds here on the game clock. It's Langford with it. He'll give it off to Johnson for a 3. That's no good, airballed, and that will be the end of the first quarter. 1 quarter in the books here from Macomb High Gym. At the end of the first quarter, our score, the West Hancock Titans 13, the Macomb Bombers 10. So Chris, for the Bombers, likes and dislikes from that quarter.
What I liked about it, at the end of the quarter, especially at the end of the quarter, they played a good pace of play. You know, we saw a good jump shot by Higgins there, found a spot. They were very patient on that drive and others. I liked how Fahey was able to get his points at the end of the quarter. He had 5 points after struggling early on, but looks like he's got a stroke here now. And also, Titans were not able to hit their 3s down at the stretch, so they play better defense. Dislikes, well, they got off to a rough start, but they've been able to, you know, fix that around. I would like to see guard the perimeter a little bit better, because we saw Johnson, Colton Johnson, he hit a 3 early on. He got a wide open 3 in the corner there, and he's Titans players, they've been able to find open spots before, so they're going to have to close that down just a little bit here in the second quarter.
Yeah, absolutely, Chris, as we'll get the second quarter underway. Again, our score, Titans 13, Bombers 10. Bombers did trail 11-3 in that quarter, but they were able to end the quarter on a 7-2 run. The only shot made was from Logan Durfee on a mid-range jumper, as that shot no good, but a whistle. That's going to be a offensive foul on the Bombers. That's actually our first foul of the game.
Yeah, very disappointing game so far, but that was a great kick out, great drive by Xavier Campbell, and found Fahey, but Fahey unable to connect there early in the second quarter.
That foul was on McGregor, his first, team's first. Now here come the Titans. Beautiful bounce pass from Dorfy, nearly stole, but again, Titans able to control. Now here's Johnson with it. He'll give it off to Langford. Langford with it. Now back to Dooley. Dooley now. Again to Langford, across court to Langford again. Langford in the corner with it, and he'll dribble out of it. Again, Titans being very patient here on offense, much like the Bombers.
Very patient and much better defense for the Bombers so far to start the second quarter.
And again, Langford now in the corner again to Dooley, and back up top to Langford. Now in the corner, here's Hamill with it. Gives it back out to Johnson. Back to Hamill. Hamill posting up. Back to Johnson. Back to Langford. Langford, he'll take a contested 3. That's no good outside the rim, but Hamill in good position for the offensive board. Now he'll drive, and we got a blocking foul against, looks like it was on McGregor again.
Yes, it was, and great job by the Titans there to keep moving the ball, and they eventually got the open shot, not able to connect, but Drake Hamill kept the possession alive, and now McGregor's got his second foul.
Yeah, but McGregor makes up for it. A nice steal by on the inbounds pass as he gets it to Fahey. Fahey now, bounce pass to Campbell, and he'll give it back up top to Fahey. Fahey now just kind of looking around, and he'll give it off to McGregor in the corner to Campbell. Guarded by Hamill, gets a screen from Fahey, and back up top to 4. 4 now, gives it off to Higgins, back up top to 4. To Campbell, Campbell on the drive, now bounces out of it. Got a little shifty ball handling there. Looked like Lonzo on that one.
Yes, he did.
And we got a whistle. And
can't tell with the students standing up.
Yeah, might have been a reaching foul or something. And looking at the scoreboard, and I think ball just
Macomb ball.
Yeah, might have just went out of bounds. No big deal. Bombers keep possession. As here's Higgins with it. He'll give it off to Campbell, right wing. And back top to Fahey. And Fahey guarded by Hamill. Hamill's been doing a good job guarding him. And McGregor lost the first, second, got it back though.
I like the ball movement on this possession.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, great ball move here by the Bombers. Gets a screen now. Goes out to Fahey. Fahey on the drive. He takes a mid-range jumper. That's short and rebounded by Dooley, and that's going to reach and foul against Bickers, I believe, or Higgins, I should say.
Yeah, Fahey fading away. That probably messed up his shot just a little bit. It was a little short there. Now he's started the quarter 0 for 2, and he started the first quarter off rough. So maybe he's just got to settle in here.
That foul was actually on Brandon Bickers, so that's his first, team's third. Now mid-range jumper from Dooley, that's no good, and rebounded by Fahey. Fahey now, he'll take the rebound up. He'll give it to Higgins. Higgins now the Campbell wide open three for Campbell in the corner. That's no good. Rebounded by Sinali, it looks like.
Yeah, both teams are scoreless right here. We're almost 3 minutes in the second quarter, so both teams looking a little rusty on offense.
And now here's Hamilfit, and lost the ball as he fell down. But a nice hustle there from Langford to track the loose ball and get it back. It's one of those hustle plays you're talking about in pregame, Chris.
Yeah, that's why this team's 22-1, and he's unable to connect that shot. And so Bombers sticking around here.
Yeah, and it's Higgins with it up top, guarded by Hamill. And Higgins now, he'll give it a nice bounce pass to Campbell.
Still looking for our first points in the quarter.
And here's McGregor with it, back up top to Higgins. And again, the Campbell right wing to Fahey. Now a drive from McGregor. McGregor, tough layup, can't finish, but a offensive board from Higgins, and Higgins is able to finish with the right hand.
Nice play, a good drive to the rack, and now timeout, Titans.
Yeah, nice. Yep, sorry about that.
Good drive to the rack, and Higgins was there, able to finish it off. So that was obviously the best possession, not because they got points, but they were able to follow up and stay with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, we got our score here, 4:26 left here in the second quarter. Our score, West Hancock Titans 13, Macomb Bombers 12, and a very low-scoring game so far from two teams known for their offense. But we've seen a lot of missed shots early, so we'll see if that picks up.
Yeah, like you said, a lot of missed shots, a lot of also missed open shots that West Hancock and the Bombers usually connect on. So they're getting good looks, but they haven't been able to knock down, which I think both teams will be able to knock them down later in the game.
And now a bad pass from Sinley, and it's stoled out to Fahey on the other end, and Fahey's able to finish with the easy layup.
First lead for the Bombers.
Yeah, a kind of a bad pass there from Sinley, and it was picked off by Bickers, and Fahey did his job as leader of this team in finishing. Now here we go, and here the Titans with it. Down low to Dorothy, and Dorothy's able to finish with a nice shot for two, and Titans take the lead right back.
Yeah, 7 points for Higgins and 7 points for Fahey. That they're the only two that have scored for the Bombers so far.
Yeah, well, whatever works, I guess. They're still only down by one. Here's Campbell at left wing, gets a screen from Fahey, and shifty ball handling. He'll give it back to Bickers, though. Back to Higgins. Higgins, he'll try a three, and that is in and out, and it's rebounded by Dorothy. Dorothy will give it off to Langford. Langford will take it up himself. He'll give it to Hamill. Hamill inload to Dorothy, guarded by four. Great move from Dorothy, and he finishes with the right hand.
Dorothy, beautiful back-to-back possessions where he's finished, and now they're finding their offense. Coach, looked like Coach Pinkston said, give the ball to Dorothy, because he's been awesome the last two possessions.
Higgins with it down low, and now tough shot, no good, but a whistle. And it's going to be an over the back foul, looks like, against the Bombers. So that's going to be their fourth team foul, compared to the Titans, who have yet to commit a foul this game.
Yeah, I was just about to say, impressive. I don't think I've ever seen a team with no fouls late in this late of a half before. And very impressive, and just another reason why they're 22-1.
Yeah, definitely. As now here's Sinley with it. He'll give it off to Hamill on the other side. Hamill on the drive, guarded by Bickers. He'll give it back up top. Good kick, good shot. Not a successful play, though. Rebounded by Fahey. Fahey now, he'll give it off to Higgins.
After that timeout, Titans have had 3 impressive possessions in a row, and Bombers are going to have to slow that down just a little bit here.
And Fahey with it in the corner, guarded now by Dorothy. Gets a screen from 4. Now he'll take a deep 3. That's in and out again. Fahey just unlucky shot there and rebounded by the Titans. Here comes Langford on the fast break, and he'll back out and slow it down.
Great transition defense by the Bombers. All of them were back, and Higgins picked up the ball, and now the Titans have to reset their offense.
We got 1:54 left here in the first half. Titans 17, Bombers 14. Now, again, Titans on offense. Sinley with it up top. He'll give it back to Langford. Langford with it off to Dorothy again near the top. Back to Langford. Langford now he'll get a drive. He'll take a mid-range jumper. That's off the back of the rim. And it's John Four on the rebound. Now here comes Campbell on the other end. He'll take a layup, and it's good. Great fast break bucket. Fast break bucket there for the Bombers. They cut the lead back to 1. 1:25 left here in the half. 16-17 Titans with the lead.
Yeah, Fahey able to find Campbell. Campbell's speed took him to the hoop with the easy score, and now he's the third Bomber and the third Bomber to score this game.
And we got a whistle, and it's going to be a offensive foul against the Titans. Away from the ball, looked like.
And their first foul of the game.
Yeah, it's going to be on number 30, Drake Hamill. There's 1:09 left again here in the half. Bombers trailing 16-17, but a chance to take back the lead here. As Campbell, he'll take it up. And they'll give it off to Higgins, left wing. Back up top to Bickers. And Fahey with it. Again to Campbell. Campbell now on the drive. Pass tipped, and it's going to end up being sold by Langford.
Yeah, Fur was in good position there, but good defense by the Titans to close down and get a hand on that ball.
And now here is Hamilfit, drives past Bickers, and he finishes with the right hand off the glass. Nice shot there from Drake Hamill as he gets his second bucket to go. 30 seconds left here in the half now. Titans take it back, 19-16, our score.
Yeah, with no shot clock in high school, obviously, they can take the last shot of the half, and it looks like that's what the Bombers are going to do.
And again, just passing it around here. It's Higgins with it up top, guarded by Hamill. Hamill so far has been guarding Fahey most of the night. He's done a pretty good job, held him to 7 points so far. As here's Campbell with it, down low to Fahey. Fahey takes a tough fadeaway jumper, but it's good. That's how you score 1,000 points. You make shots like that. That will end the half with an air ball. And our score at halftime, our score is the West Hancock Titans 19, the Macomb Bombers 18. Again, I'm RJ Larson. I'll have Chris Bean. We'll be back for the second half in about 10 minutes. And welcome back, folks. Second half about to begin here from Macomb High Gym. Again, our score, the West Hancock Titans 19, Macomb Bombers 18. As Johnson will inbound it here for the Titans to start the second half. And he'll inbound it to Langford. As we start off here, here's Dooley with it. Back up top now to Langford again. Back to Johnson. And Titans just kind of passing around, being very patient. We saw a lot of that in the first half. Both teams just kind of pass the ball around. As Johnson, he'll take a three. That one is short off the front of the rim, but he gets his own rebound. Langford for three, too far. Again, an offensive board by the Titans. That shot no good. Another offensive board by Dorothy. Now a floater, and that is no good from, I believe that was Dooley on the shot there, and a series of misses there for the Titans to start the first or second half, I should say.
Yeah, the coach streak continues for the Titans. Only 6 points in the second quarter, and they're only up by 1 here against the Bombers.
And now here's Carter Fahey. He drives in, double team. He takes a little fadeaway, and he hits it. Carter Fahey.
Beautiful shot. Now he's got 11 of their 20 points, and no wonder he's over 1,000 points, and he's keeping that streak alive too.
Yeah, Chris, it may just be because I'm from Wisconsin, but he just reminds me of Sam Decker. I don't know why. It's something about the hair or his play. It's just, he reminds me of my favorite basketball player, Sam Decker. So
he's more thicker than Sam Decker, of course, but I guess I could see the resemblance.
Yeah, but Decker is taller.
That is true.
As we had a foul there on the Bombers on Wetterling. His team's first. Now here is Hamill with it. He'll give it to Langford, right wing. Langford now he'll drive it. Now he'll give it off to Dooley. Back to Johnson, to Hamill. Now again to Langford. Again, Titans pass around down low to Dorothy. Touch shot denied by Fahey. That definitely looked like Sam Decker on that defensive play. Now Fahey, he takes a three. That's no good. But rebounded by 4. And here's the Fahey. Right, nice pass down low. Fahey down low, lost it. And it's going to go out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Bombers.
Great defense there by Colton Johnson. But back on the other end, Lorgan Dorothy, a great position, but Fahey came out of nowhere, and now they have a chance to add to their lead.
Nice inbounds, but tipped and sold by Hamill. He'll take it up now himself. 3-2 on 2 fast break. And Langford now, he'll drive in. Tough left, that's blocked again. That time was 4 on the defensive block.
Great defense by Ben Higgins getting over there to stop the ball, and that prevented Langford to shoot the 3.
And again, Fahey with it, right wing, now guarded by Dooley. Gives it up top to 4. 4-foot, lost it, keeps it. Now he's on the floor, and it's going to be a foul, looks like. Nope, timeout.
Yeah, timeout by Coach Anderson there. And the Titan crowd did not, they wanted to travel, but they did not agree with the refs there.
Well, I think, in my opinion, 4 did not stand up. So, I mean, it should not have been a travel, in my opinion. And if they got the timeout in time, then it should still be Bomber ball.
Yeah, and that's what they're sticking with. And the Bombers here, they're going to have to continue to add to their lead. It's only a matter of time till Titans start knocking down their shots. They're getting better looks. The Bombers are doing a good job, though, early on in this half of protecting the rim here. And they had a couple blocks so far.
And Fahey will inbound it. He'll inbound it to Wetterling, and he'll give it back to Fahey. Hamill right near him. And he'll bounce past it to Higgins. Higgins with it, back to Fahey. Then to 4. Back over to Wetterling. Wetterling now on the dribble, and a loose ball, but Fahey picks it up. Now it's on loose and finally picked up by Johnson for the Titans. And another turnover here for the Bombers, as here comes Langford with it. Now Johnson with it near the top of the key. He'll give it back to Langford. Langford, he'll drive in. Nice spin move from Langford. Doesn't like it. He'll kick it out to Hamill. Hamill for 3. That's short, and it's rebounded by 4.
Yeah, Hamill, good look, but it looked like he faded away. That kind of messed up his shot. That's why he was short on there.
That was actually Brandon Bickers on the rebound. My mistake. Now here's 4 of it up top. He'll give it to Wetterling. Wetterling now goes to guard. Now he'll give it to Fahey, guarded by Dorothy. Fahey on the drive. He'll take a tough fadeaway jumper, and that is short, but 4 on the rebound. He'll put it back up, and it's good.
Yeah, 4 able to get good position because Dorothy was on Fahey, and Fahey took the shot, and 4 great position there, and like I said, add to the lead.
Yep, a size advantage for 4, and he had plenty of space, and now here's Johnson. He'll try a 3. That's no good. It's rebounded by Bickers. And again, the Titans just not able to get the shots going. Remember, they were up 11-3 to start off, but since then have been outscored 19-6. Or 19-8, I should say. I'm bad at math, I'm sorry. Now here's 4 down low, blocked by Dorothy. Great defense by Dorothy, and now we're gonna have a foul against Bickers. And and now a little bit of scrap in there. It looked like 4 was trying to help Dorothy up, and Dorothy kind of slapped his hand away.
Yeah, Dorothy did not like the foul. I mean, that's just basketball for you. Trying to help him up, and he's lucky he didn't get a tech there.
Yeah, as Johnson will check out now for number 40, Aiden Knowles. Let's just not be the NBA here right now.
Yeah, we don't want a fight to happen.
Yeah. So now here we go. We'll resume play again. 4 minutes left here in the third quarter. Bombers leading 22-19. So now here's Noel. He'll give it into Langford, and I'll give it back to Knowles. Knowles now to Dorothy, guarded by 4. Back up top to Dooley. Dooley on the drive, guarded by Campbell. Gets around a whistle, and it's going to be a push-off against Campbell. Looks like will be his second foul. Or actually, no, it'll be his first.
Yeah, that is his first. And now Ford comes out of the game for Colin McGregor.
As now here is Hamill. Nice little floor from Hamill, and he sinks the nice shot there as Titans finally on the board here in the third quarter. 3:36 left here in the third quarter. Bombers still leading 22-21 though.
Yeah, he went right through Bickers there. Had good position on Bickers, and that's how he got the easy layup.
Higgins lost for a second, able to control it though. Now here's McGregor with it to Campbell. Double team, nice pass to Bickers. And the Titans will force him to reset. Great defense there from the Titans, forcing it. Now a pass tipped and stole by Langford behind the back, but it's picked up by Fahey. Langford tried to be fancy, and it almost worked, but Fahey was right there to get the ball.
Yeah, try to keep it in bounds and was not able to get possession of it, and Fahey right there to get the ball back.
Fahey gets a screen. Now he's guarded by Dooley. Down low to McGregor. Double team. He'll take a tough fadeaway jumper. It's short and rebounded by Dorothy. And Dorothy now gives it off to Dooley. Dooley will take it up himself, guarded by Campbell. To Langford now. Langford with it up top, guarded by Higgins. And Langford, he'll drive. He'll pull, he'll pop, and he cannot hit. And it's going to be on the ball, and Langford able to get it for a second, but again, it's picked up by Higgins. Higgins on the drive now, out to McGregor. McGregor, he'll try a wide open three. That's no good, and rebounded by Hamill. Great defensive position there for Hamill on the rebound, not allowing Vickers to get anywhere near that offensive board.
Yeah, Higgins got his shot there just a little bit long, or excuse me, that was McGregor there, just a little bit long, and now Titans have a chance to take the lead back.
Hamill with a spin move, and it's knocked away. Controlled by Dorothy down low. He lost for a second, gets it back, puts up a tough shot. It's short, oh, and a put back, and it's good.
Yep, there's Dorothy getting position there. Oh, and he gave a little stare to the crowd. He's getting a little chippy now. Fahey has been all over the floor, but not able to secure the ball there. And now the Titans have regained the lead here back in the third.
Yeah, Dorothy now of 8, 1:40 remaining here in the third quarter. Titans now leading the Bombers 23-22. And Campbell with it up top. Guarded by Dooley. Gives it out to Fahey. Fahey guarded by Hamill. Beautiful pass from Fahey, and it's finished off by Bickers.
Wow, Fahey's been unbelievable. Great finish by Bickers, and now we're going back and forth.
That was an Emily Clemens pass, if I do say so myself.
Yes, you got that right, RJ.
Even though Fahey is about a foot taller than her, still an impressive play there from Carter Fahey. Now down low. Dooley, no good off the glass, and Fahey will get the rebound. He'll take it up himself now. He'll take it up now. He'll drive. He'll take a little floater. That's short, though. Got knocked down, no call, though. And here's Langford now.
Fahey wanted to foul there, but no call. And the refs were letting them play down low.
Yes, only has been one foul called on the Titans so far tonight.
Yeah, only 9 total. And there's and one opportunity for the Titans.
Yeah, nice drive there from Hamill, and he got contact from Bickers there. So that's the second on Bickers, 4th team foul. 43.6 left here in the third. Bombers now trailing once again 25-24, and Hamill will go to line to try to complete the three-point play, and he'll do just that. So he'll send the Titan lead up to 2 now. As here comes Higgins with it. He'll take it up himself now. He'll give it off to Campbell, right wing. Back up top to Bickers.
Yeah,
Bickers now with it. He's kind of trapped, gives it to Leahy. Fahey.
Bombers, no, you're fine, RJ. Bombers are probably going to do what they did last quarter to end the half. Just play for the last shot here, only down by a bucket.
Yeah, again, no shot clock, like Chris said earlier. Now here's Campbell, guarded by Dorothy. Gives it up to Fahey. Fahey with it, guarded by Hamill. Fahey, little fancy dribble work. He'll take a deep three and nearly hit that one, but Campbell on the offensive board has to put it up quick, and that's going to be not in time. And that will end the third quarter as we have through 3 here at Macomb High. Our score, the Titans 26, the Bombers 24. And Chris, 8 minutes to go. Bombers down by 2. What are they going to have to do to try to hand the Titans only their second loss of the season?
Well, first of all, Campbell had a great opportunity. Probably didn't know the time on the clock. You got to know the situation. But they were being not selfish. They got to be a little bit not selfish. Sometimes they were passing the ball down low and it just didn't work. Titans were getting their hands on the ball. They got to take the open shot. That's what they got to do a little bit better. But you know, they're doing a great job in transition defense, and they got to box out Logan Dorothy. He kind of took over the third quarter. Now he has 8 points. So just box him out and just be a little selfish. I'm not saying be too selfish, but take a little bit more shots for the Bombers.
Yeah, definitely. And again, as we start the fourth quarter, our score Titans 26, Bombers 24. I think the big thing for the Titans that quarter is they held Fahey to 0 points. I keep saying Leahy for some reason. I don't know why. It's Fahey. Got to get that right.
He had a bucket there, just one, but he had a couple of assists and a couple of steals and a nice block. So he's been able to do it all here.
Yeah, absolutely. Now here's Higgins with it in the corner. Gives it back up top to Campbell. Campbell with it. He'll give it back now to Bickersworth. Now 4 with it. And it's going to be out of bounds. And now looks like we got an injured Titan on the floor. Looks like it's Dooley. Or no, it's Johnson. Looks like he might have got hit in the eye there or something.
He's asking the ref if he's got a bloody nose, and looks like he may have. And the ref took him out of the game, and now number 24, Caleb Sinley is subbing in for him.
Yeah, Sinley has had a couple of minutes so far here in the night as Fahey will inbound it from the baseline. Or the sideline, I should say. Now Fahey with it, guarded by. Now Fahey, beautiful pass, but it's, nearly stole out of bounds. It will stay at the Bombers, though, as Fahey had a nice pass, it looked like, but Dorothy stepped in the way and knocked it out of bounds. Lucky it wasn't a steal there for the Titans, though.
Yeah, Dorothy unable to grab the ball, and Bombers have another chance to tie it or take the lead here.
Now here's Fahey with it. He'll give it off to Campbell. Campbell with it up top. He'll give it back to Fahey. Fahey guarded closely by Langford, gives it back to Higgins now. Higgins now back to Bickers. Again to Campbell. Campbell now bounce pass to Higgins. Gets a screen from Bickers. Again with it right wing. Back up top to 4. Now to Fahey again.
Good ball movement so far by the Bombers, but good contained by the Titans defense, not blinding anywhere so far.
Absolutely. Now again, here's Higgins. Again, like you said, Titans just really taking their time. This possession's been over a minute long so far. They're just passing it around. I mean, if you think about it, if you can just get the lead and just pass around for the next 7 minutes, you're going to win.
Yeah.
So now here again, here's Higgins, back to Fahey. Again in the corner to Higgins. Higgins on the dribble, now a switch.
Mismatch.
Dorothy, now Higgins will pull up a 3. That's airballed. Campbell able to save it, but no, he does not. Ref said he was out of bounds before he made contact, so ball will go back to the Titans.
Yeah, he saved it in midair, but it looked like Campbell's foot had hit the baseline when he went in midair, and that qualifies as being out of bounds. So now here come the Titans for their first possession, a minute and a half in the quarter.
And now nearly stole by Fahey. Bad pass there from Langford, but nobody there for the Bombers to get it. Now here is Dorothy with it. Dorothy now with it up top. We'll give it off to Langford. Langford up top. Sinley with it. Gives it back to Hamill. Back to Langford. Now we got a whistle, and it's going to be a offensive foul against the Titans.
Yeah, good defensive possession by the Bombers there, and now Titans call a timeout. But great defense by both teams in the first possession, and now Bombers are going to come up with something here and look for Fahey to get involved a little bit more in this possession.
Yeah, that's just the second team foul against the Titans tonight, so they've done a good job keeping the fouls away. Again, we haven't seen a whole lot of 3 throws, and that might be a result of why we got such a low score. Again, 6:06 left here in this fourth quarter. It's the Titans 26 and the Bombers 24. And this is a Macomb team that usually averages around 50 to 60 points a game. This is a Titans team that usually averages similar numbers, but tonight the shots have not been able to fall for either team. But either way, the team that scores more points at the end of the night is the winner.
Yeah, I don't think anyone could predict this low score in a game. And Titans, unbelievable, only 2 fouls the whole night. I don't think I've ever seen it this late in the game.
And now here's Campbell with it, trying to find Fahey down low, but great defense again by the Titans. Fahey with it again, guarded by Sinley. Fahey now trying to fake him out. He'll take a 3 now. That's short. Great defense again there. Now it's Fahey trying to get it. It's a loose ball, and great concentration by Fahey to get the ball. Realized where it was by his leg, and now here's Higgins. He'll take a mid-range jumper, and it's good.
Wow. That was a great box out by number 24, Sinley, on Fahey, but the ball somehow came in his hands, and Higgins has shown that he can make that shot all night long, and now he's got 9.
And one of those unlucky plays there for the Titans as we got 5:20 left here in the fourth quarter, and now another whistle and another offensive foul against the Titans.
Wow, they've had one foul the whole night, and the last two possessions, they've had back-to-back fouls, and they haven't had a defensive foul. All their 3 fouls tonight have been on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, that foul was on Dooley. That's his first, team's second. Now, again, 5:13 left here in the fourth quarter. We're all tied up at 26 now. Here's Forfeit near the free throw line. Gives it to Higgins. And Higgins now looking, he'll give it off to Campbell. Campbell now, nice shot fake there. We'll dribble and move it now. Here comes Higgins down low. Nice bounce pass to Ford. Ford is able to finish. Textbook play there. Higgins drew a double team for a beautiful cut to the basket for 2. Timeout Titans, and we got a possible upset here at Macomb High. 4:49 left here in this one. Bombers now lead at 28-26.
That was great patience. Higgins was on the other side of the court, draws Dorothy to his side, finds for the wide open layup, and now the Bombers are in the lead yet again, and they haven't been able to maintain it. Either team has been able to maintain the lead, and we got a great game with 4:49 left here in the fourth quarter.
And absolutely, I mean, like I said, very low scoring, but very competitive all throughout. It's been tight all night. Again, like I said earlier, the Titans looked like they were going to have a good offensive night. Started out up 11-3 in the first couple minutes, but after that, the Bombers were able to close the gap a bit. It was 13-10 at the end of 1. It was 20-19 Titans at the end of 2. And then the Titans had only I think a 1 or 2 point lead to start the fourth. So again, it's been the Bombers. It was that big shot from Higgins off the offensive board, and then that great cut by 4 to get an easy 2, and that's where we stand now.
Yes, that's the 11-3 lead since the Bombers have came back. I don't think either team has had a lead over 3 points, which is really impressive. That's how good and close this game has been.
And now Sinley, he'll try a 3. That's no good. Off the side of the rim and rebounded by Bickers. And now Higgins will take it up himself.
Yeah, good job by the Bombers to box out there and not give Titans a second chance playing the game. That's what it's going to come down to, second chance points.
Here's Campbell, they'll give it to Fahey, right wing, guarded by Sinley. Nice pass from Fahey, down low to Campbell for an easy 2. Great cut from Campbell, great find by taking his time past half court. Ooh, lost it for a second.
Yeah, 2 defensive possessions in a row were breakdowns for the Titans. We'll see if Bombers can try to make it 3 possessions in a row to score, and maybe a 3rd possession in a row where they confuse the Titans defense.
Now here's Higgins, he'll try a deep 3. That's no good off the back of the rim, and it's Dorothy on the rebound. And Dorothy, he'll quickly give it off to Langford. Langford now with it, gives it off to Dooley. Dooley on a drive, takes a weird shot, but somehow finds its way in.
Yeah, good drive by Dooley. Weird looking shot like you said, RJ. Hey, but any way you can get points, especially in this kind of game, you'll take it, and now it's back to a 1 possession game with just under 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Now here's Fahey with it up top, guarded by Hamill. And he'll give it off to Higgins. Higgins 2-4, right wing, down to the Fahey. Fahey double team, takes a tough shot, and it's nearly good off the backboard, but in and out again, and it's rebounded again. Here come the Titans on the fast break, and a foul against Campbell on the fast break bucket. Good foul there, though.
Yeah, like you said, you don't want to give this Titans. You don't want to give Titans fast break points. That's when they get going, and a good foul there by Campbell.
And the big thing is now an inbound pass, and it's stoled by the the Bombers. Now the Fahey on the other end, and Fahey is fouled.
And that's why it was a good foul by Campbell, and Fahey showing why he's a beast, why he's scored over 1,000 points, and now he's got to contribute at the line right here.
And not quite sure who was on the inbound play there for the Titans, but not a good pass there as they were able to get it off, and it's stoled, and Fahey now he'll try to go to the line to get 2 here for his team, and he'll get the first one to go.
And that is his only 3rd point in the half, 1st point in the quarter, but like I said, he's been doing it all here in the second half.
Fahey now, his 2nd is also good, so 2 big free throws there from Carter Fahey, with 2:27 remaining. Bombers back up by 4, 32-28. And now here's Dooley with a guard by Campbell. Dooley, nice job by Dooley, but he cannot finish. Rushed a shot off the back of the rim. Now on the other end, it's cherry picking to Campbell, and it's good for 2.
Great pass by Bickers to find Campbell. Great transition offense by the Bombers, and now they got the largest lead of the game.
Yep, and now tough shot and 1 for Langford. Great answer by the Titans. Riley Langford. That's actually his first bucket of the night, and he'll go line to try to make this a one-possession game again.
Hey, better late than never, RJ. And they finally got a shot to go. A couple of shots in the fourth quarter they've been so close to getting, but they haven't been able to connect. And if they want to come back and win this game, they're going to have to find a way to make shots, which they haven't been able to since the first quarter.
Now here's the Bombers with it, my mistake, and now, and Campbell loses it, stole by Dooley on the other end, and he cannot finish the layup. Dooley had a wide open layup, and now ball will go out of bounds, and it'll go to the Bombers, and Dooley is extremely upset with himself that he didn't finish that.
Very frustrating. It's got to be, like I just said, they haven't been able to make the ball at a consistent level since early in the first quarter, and that's what's costing them the game so far.
Now inbound to Fahey. Fahey passed Hamill, and a blocking foul, it's like against Hamill there.
Yeah, now that is their 5th team foul, so they got one more foul to give. The Bombers have 6 fouls, so the rest of the game, the Titans will be in the bonus with 1:38 left in the game.
Ooh, and a risky inbounds pass to Higgins there from Fahey. Dooley tipped it, but it will stay with the Bombers. But now I think that one took about a second off. And remember, they have to get it past the half court in 8 seconds, so they have to be aware of that. And now there we go, right to Bickers. And now we'll reset up top. Here's Fahey with it. They'll give it to Campbell, nearly stole by Dooley. And Campbell cannot finish. Great defense there by Langford. Jumped up straight up in the air. Not fouled there. Great play. And now here come the Titans with a chance to tie. Dooley, he'll try it. That's no good off the back of the rim. And it's rebounded by Fahey. Hamill got away with a bit of a push off there. Now Fahey, he'll take out some beautiful pass to Bickers. Bickers, reverse layup. Now it's a pass, Fahey off the glass, and it's no good, but he gets his own rebound. Goes back up, and it's no good. And 1! Carter Fahey with the and 1.
Wow, that's the way to stick to the basketball play. He's got a nose for scoring, RJ. He's proved it here. He's proved it his whole career at Macomb, and now he's got a chance. Macomb's in a great position to win this game against a one-loss team. Wow, Carter Fahey has put the team on his back today.
And John Ford will check in now. Fahey, 2 for 2 from the line tonight. He'll try to complete the 3-point play. And he'll do just that. Fahey now with 16 points, up to 37 for the Bombers. Timeout, Titans with 58.5 left here. Bombers, upset alert right now, leading 37-31.
Yeah, right now the Titans do not need a 3. They just need a quick 2. Both teams have 6 fouls, so for the rest of the game, like I said, they will be in the bonus. But the Bombers, they'll be shooting 1-1 for the next 3 fouls. Obviously, if it's not a shooting foul. So it's not over yet, but the Bombers, they got to be very careful. No easy 3-pointers and no fouls here for the Bombers down the stretch.
Yeah, well, I mean, like we said, early on, the Titans, I believe it was Johnson, and Johnson, he had a couple early threes. But other than that, this 3-point game has not been going well for them. And again, just an amazing play by Carter Fahey. Just drives right into the basket. Not able to hit the initial shot, but stayed with it, got his own board, got fouled, and hit a terrific and 1.
That's what I said in the pregame. If you're a senior like Carter Fahey, you live for these games. Going against a 22-1 team, you rarely ever get this, and he's proven it tonight why he deserves to win this game.
Langford tried a 3, no good, got knocked down. Maybe should have gotten a foul call for him. Now Fahey on the other end, 2-4, wide open layup, it is good. Again, Carter Fahey, a heads-up basketball play by him, getting it to John Ford for the assist. Bombers now lead 39-31 with 33 seconds remaining. Now here's a drive by Hamill, tough shot, and it's good. And a timeout, Titans.
That is their last timeout too, RJ. And Bombers have 4 remaining timeouts. So no more timeouts for the Titans.
And again,
good possession right there to drive. And now the Bombers, they got to hang on to the ball. And right now for the Titans, you do not need a foul right away. You would trap or 2, and then you foul once they get over half court. So you know it's got to be in the hands of Carter Fahey right now. He's done it all. Just a great assist to 4 right there on the last possession of offense. And especially in this fourth quarter, the Bombers have had great transition offense, been able to contribute the layups, and also they've been able to get the scrappy plays, especially down the stretch in the fourth quarter, but pretty much the whole game, and that's why they're up by 6 points right now.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, speaking again about Carter Fahey, we don't know much about him other than he's a terrific basketball player, and we don't know where he's going to be going to college, but you know, there's a great university right down the road from him that you might want to take a look at the way he's playing.
Yeah, any university that can get him, I'd imagine he's playing college ball somewhere, got a steal on Carter Fahey.
As a whistle, and it's going to be a foul on, looks like either Hamill or Langford. It's going to be Higgins going to the line, and these are the make it or break it type plays in basketball, the late free throws. These can be it's moments like this are the difference between you get one of the biggest upsets in school history or you leave this gym disappointed. As here's Higgins now, and he hits that one, so they'll earn a second.
Higgins has had a solid game all day. Now that puts them at double digits, joining Carter Fahey. They themselves had 26 of the 40 Macomb Bomber points today.
Higgins, his second is also good. 23 seconds remaining in this one. Bombers leading 41-33. Inbound to Dooley with it. Guarded by Higgins. Dooley, he'll drive in. He'll take a tough layup. No good. Actually, the shot is good, and a blocking foul against the Titan, or the Bombers, my mistake.
Yeah, it looked like Ford was in great position there. He might have moved, and now it's an and 1 for the Titans, and they're not going away with 17 seconds left.
Yeah, I think they may have gotten 4 there. Like you said, he might have moved there at the last second as he'll check out now, and it's going to be Wetterling back in now for the Bombers. As Dooley now at the line to try to complete the three-point play. He'll do just that. And make a quick substitution. Sinley will check in now. Or will he? Confusion
for Logan Dorothy, subbing in for.
We have Dorothy now. Now here comes the inbound play from the Bombers. He'll get inbounded to Fahey. Fahey, great speed, taken up just by himself, and he's finally fouled. And not a good play there from the Titans as the Bombers able to get 4 seconds off on that clock. 13.7 remaining now in this one. Again, Bombers still leading 41-36.
Yeah, great play there by Fahey. Not just getting the foul, but running 4 seconds off the clock.
And John Ford will check back in. That's a great decision by Bombers head coach Jeremy Anderson. Ford must not be that great of a free throw shooter, and they took him out. As a result is now a reach and foul by Ford, and that's something you do not want to do there. Is not only does that foul stop the clock, but it gives the Titans chance for easy 2 points.
And to make it a one-possession game. Not a good sequence there after the missed free throw. You don't want to foul there. Yes, you want to go for the ball, but don't be too aggressive. The clock stops, and even if they get the ball, they're running another 3 or 4 seconds off the clock, so not a smart foul right there by the Bombers.
Yeah. As Dooley from the line, but he cannot finish it, but it's an offensive board for Hamill. He'll give it up. Langford, he'll try a 3, and it's good. And now the clock is still running, and the clock still runs, and they cannot stop the clock without a timeout. And Dooley will just, Fahey, my mistake, will just kind of throw it up off the backboard, and that is the game. The Titans did not have any timeouts left, so they could not stop the clock, and that is our final score here from Macomb High. The final in this one, the Macomb Bombers 41, the West Hancock Titans 39. A major upset by the Bombers at home tonight as they hand the Titans just their second loss of the season, and they will remain top dog in the West Central Conference.
A great victory for the Bombers. Like I said, as a senior, you live for these moments, and a great upset, a great game by the Bombers. So RJ, look for them to feed off this win for the rest of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got another great game from Carter Fahey, who finishes tonight with 16 points. Also had a couple assists and some steals as well. Ben Higgins also contributed 11 points. And also Xavier Campbell coming in off the bench had 6 big points as well. John Four, who did foul out, he also had 6 points. And for the Titans, Colton Johnson, he had a couple of threes. Logan Dorothy was the top scorer with 8 for the Titans, but once again it was not enough, as the Bombers, just a 2-point victory, but in the end they hand the Titans just their 2nd loss of the season.
Yeah, and for the Titans, they just weren't able to get anything to go, but give credit for the Bombers. They didn't give them many second opportunities. They were able to box out, and at the end they were able to get those transition offensive points, and they deserved the win, and a great job for the Bombers.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, folks, this is RJ Larson along with Chris Bean. If you like my announcing, you can catch me on 88.3 The Dog this Wednesday night, as Western Illinois women's basketball will be taking on Omaha from Western Hall. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. Again, final score here from Macomb High School: Bombers 41, Titans 39. Again, I'm RJ Larson along with Chris Bean signing off.